So let's turn. Okay. Are you overburdened, my wonderful Capricorn friends? Okay, something nice is coming your way. Is King of Cups, and wow, you have the major arcana here, which is pretty good. Namaste, my wonderful Capricorn friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Celine. I'm a counseling psychologist, a hypnotherapist, and an intuitive tarot reader. I blend both spiritual insight and psychological interpretation in my readings. Now, this is your general reading for the month of July, where we're going to explore the energy surrounding your love life, your career, and your finances for the month ahead. Now, if you like more personalized guidance, then don't forget to check out my weekly readings on this channel. Now, before I go any further, I just would like to tell you about, the July with regards to the Vedic calendar. Now, according to the Vedic calendar, this month carries the energy of gaining wisdom, embracing spiritual growth, and honoring the mentors, the teachers, and the guides who has been lighting up our path all this while. Now, it is also a beautiful time for learning, reflection, and deepening our connection with our inner truth. So, with all this intention in our hearts and minds, let's begin by clearing this space and releasing all negative energies. Right, now I'm going to invite your spirit guides, your higher self, and your ancestors to be present during this reading. Now, the sound may be a little loud for some of you, so please turn down the volume. Okay, so let's begin the reading. Now, I'm going to pull out one card for each week. So that's about 4 cards. Okay, so let's see what comes for this month for you. Now, please also be noted that this is a collective reading. So take only what resonates and leave the rest. Also, it'll be great if you can help me grow my channel by liking it, subscribing it, and by sharing the videos. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Okay. So I have all these 4 cards there for you. So let's turn. Okay. Are you overburdened, my wonderful Capricorn friends? Okay. Something nice is coming your way. Is King of Cups, and wow, you have the major arcana here, which is pretty good. Okay, so let's start with the 10 of Wands. Okay, this is for your week 1. Now, I sense that you must be very tired. Okay, this week. This week or this July, the first week. Maybe because this, I sense it is overburden from the past few weeks or past few months that you are carrying, and you are very, very tired. Now, suddenly I feel very tired. Yeah, I think I am, I can't breathe. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. But I see that someone is very, very overly burdened, and I can even feel their, energy. So you might want to delegate. Okay, now these obstacles are all gone. You know why? Because you are not turning to the mountains are obstacles. You're coming down. So whatever you are going through, all the challenges, you are overcoming your challenges. Okay, you're overcoming your obstacles the first week. All right, because towards the end, there's something more that I want to tell you, because this is pretty interesting card. Now, the 4 of Pentacles, you're holding on to something very close to your heart that you actually don't need it. All right. You don't need this. Maybe that is why I feel that you are overburdened and something is um, too much for you. Maybe you might want to let go some of it because you don't really need everything, right? Because when we hold on too much of things, it's only going to bring a lot of burden to us because we are the one who's going to carry all that. So you might want to, think about letting it go. Okay. So yeah, I think if you are able to break it down into smaller things, you are able to overcome this because I think you're very tired emotionally and mentally. And you are definitely, that is because you're holding on and time for you to release. Okay. And connect to the divine. Okay. Connect to the divine because there is a lot of um, you need to live a very balanced life. You are seems to be very worked in your work relationship or your home relationship that you are, having too much that you're holding on. Now, this holding on, not necessarily material things, yeah. This holding on could be your mental and your emotions. So it could be too much of anger, too much of guilt, too much of hatred. So it's something that you need to let go and not carry on because you need to live a very balanced life that they need to. If not, things are not going to go the way you want. So the King of Cups, okay, if you can see, the King is a very wise person. So you will have to come down to a position that you need to calm yourself with water, ground yourself, go take a vacation by the sea, ground yourself, and see whether you're able to connect to the water, right? Because you do need the strength at the end of the month, my wonderful Capricorn friends, because this is the major arcana. Okay. Now, there is going to be a lot of movement. There is going to be success coming your way, but you need to have the right frame of mind to rein these horses. Okay. If you're too overburdened and your mind is not clear and you're unable to connect yourself, balance it, that's going to be some kind of an issue here because the fourth week, whether you like it or not, there is going to be some kind of change coming your way. There's a rapid movement coming your way, right? So this is just for your general. Now I'm going to pull 4 cards with regards to your relationship. Now your relationship can be with work or with someone else that you're close with, or it can be also yourself, okay? So take how it resonates. So week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Okay. So you have Knight of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, interesting. And you have another, okay, you have I think this is a page, okay, Page of Swords. And you have a Queen of Swords. Wow, very interesting cards you have here regarding your love life. So your Knight of Wands, I see that you are going to be very fearless with regarding to your love life. So you are going to take charge. You're going to be quite impulsive and you can be a bit charmer as well. Okay, so you're going to move forward in your love life pretty much, as a charmer. Okay, so good luck to that, and I'm very happy for that too as well. So if you are want to pursue your love, the first week is where, but also take cautious, yeah. Don't impulsively just go and then get all burnt. Now, the 7 of Pentacles is basically it's all about friendship. So I sense that this person who's going to pursue, who's charging towards you, you have known this person as a friend because this friend is going to turn into romance. Okay, this friendship is going to turn into romance. So just be patient in love. Don't run. You see, when she runs, her head is also flying off. So take some time and see, is this the person that you want, this friendship into your romance? I mean, I'm not stopping you, but you might want to take some cautious, because love takes effort. Okay, because being a friend with someone is very different from that person becoming, your partner. Okay, your next half takes a lot of work. So ask yourself, are you prepared, to go into this next step, into this next level? All right, ask yourself that question. Oops, what am I doing? All right, you don't want to be close. That's very interesting. Now, the Page of Swords is all about confronting. So, this is the time when this person who's charging towards you, this relationship may turn into romantic. So you might want to not confront, like, pull the shirt, or, someone's, arms, and, confront. But basically, they want you to kind of ask, what is the next step? Okay. Because if you're not going to communicate clearly and see everything, you see how, he's looking at the candle in every speck, in every, angle, then there's going to be a future communication issues here. All right. So you might want to possibly calm yourself, get yourself emotionally distant, use your intellectual, because swords is all about using your intellectual. Don't use your emotions. So you might want to calm yourself. This card is coming, directly here. So you need to balance yourself out. If you are in such an, emotional and mental state, please don't go. All right. So you may want to calm yourself, and you might want to, ask a lot of questions very clearly before moving into the next step. Right. Now, the Queen by nature is a very nurturing person. Okay. Now, so you may want to set boundaries. That says exactly here. So if everything goes well and this person is very impulsive, rushing towards you, you might, in your communication, you might want to set some boundaries here. Okay. Have a clear emotional clarity. What exactly do you want from this person? Whether you want, or you want some time off, or you want in a little more time to consider. You don't have to charge because they are charging. You don't have to. So make sure you are emotionally and mentally, you are calm, because remember, if you're not going to hold on to the horse's rein, then you are going to fall. Okay. The horses are going to go on its own way. So you need to have the yin and the yang. Okay. Balance it. You need to be balanced. If you look at this card, this person doesn't even have the reins, not even holding it. They can go whichever they want. So similarly, with regards to your love, okay, you might want to take time to have emotional clarity, mental clarity, before making into the next step. All right. The cards already told you what you need to do, but what you want to do is absolutely up to you, because the cards can only tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. Okay. So I'm going to pull 4 cards regarding your career. So pretty much that is very, direct, my wonderful Capricorn friends. And for some reason, your career cards, they want to come ASAP. They didn't even want me to shuffle. All right, which I already actually shuffled the cards. Okay, so you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Empress, and that's a major arcana, and you have 2 of Swords, and then you have the 8 of Wands. Okay, so this is a pretty very interesting. Now again, this is regarding your career. Now, there is completion happening, okay, regarding your work. So you might want to call for support. You can't do it on your own because there are a lot of things that is coming. You need to have a lot of trust in your work. You need to have a work-life balance, because this clearly indicates there's too many things going on in your life. Either it could be at work or it could be, your personal. So there's no room, for your family. Okay. So looks like, 10 of Pentacles with regards to work is you need to have balance at work. Okay. And with your family. All right. If not, it's going to be a little difficult for you in the long run. Now, the major arcana, the Empress, also asks to have a very supportive work environment, and you will definitely have nurturing colleagues. So that is why here they ask you to ask for help. Okay, they ask you to have support, and this support is definitely going to come from your colleagues. So reach out, and they are going to be nurturing, and they're going to be understanding. I know you might think like, are you serious? But you never know, right? You'll never know, because the card is clearly telling that you need to have, supportive work environment. No harm in asking. Okay, nothing is going to be lost if it only happens if you don't ask. If you ask, at least you did try, right? Now come to the third week. I sense there are some choices that you may need to make with regards to your work, because there's going to be some kind of conflict due to lack of information. So this is where your supporting colleagues will come handy. So once you are able to calm yourself, see things clearly with yourself in your home, and you will be able to see it at work, because there is some kind of information that is lacking, and you may need to find that before you make a decision, right? Now, the 8 is about change, technically. So here I see that there's going to be career growth. You're going to move from wherever you are. Okay, there's going to be a change. If you're going to ask for help, okay, there's going to be a change in your career. There's definitely a change coming in your career. You might be transferred to another department, or you will be less stressed because you're going to have a supportive work environment. Right? So, yeah, take how it resonates, okay? Some of you may need to travel for work as well, because your career is going to grow. Your career is going to grow, right? Now, let's talk about your financial as well, and let's see how, financially, available you are, or how your finance is going to work for you. Okay. Oh, 5 of Cups. Okay. Nice card. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you have 2 major arcana. Let's see whether this is a major arcana. No, it's not. Okay, so very interesting with regards to your financial. Okay, very interesting. Looks like your financial for this month looks like it's like a yo-yo. All right, but let's look at each of them. Your financially. Now, your 5 of Cups, there seems to be some kind of how do I say this? Okay, lack of security with regards to your financial. So you might be, because of this, be careful with your investments. Don't go and invest because you have the money. Be careful. Okay, you just keep telling me be careful with your investments. All right, I'm just keep hearing that. So there may be some, if you already invested, you may see some loss, but it's only for temporary. Okay, you will salvage it. Okay, you will salvage it. So take one step at a time. this is only for week 1. Okay. Week 2, remember I say your fortune is like a roller coaster, like a yo-yo. All right. The wheel is turning. It's going up. It's going down. It's going up. It's going down. So for your second week, I sense that things are getting better. Okay. There is going to be material wealth coming in. There's going to be opportunities. There's going to be some changes in your financial in your second week of July. Now, the Hierophant is asking you if you are doing some investment, you may want to take some time to pause and you might want to reflect and learn how the stock is going. And because they don't want you to go and risk, okay, any big money. Okay, they want you to avoid risky investments. So take a pause because there's money coming in here the second week. You might be eager to do investment. Now, take a step back. Don't rush into anything because the market is very volatile right now. Okay, with all this, war going on. Okay, one moment they're signing, one moment there's a peace talk, one moment there's a rocket going everywhere. I have no idea what is going on in this, currently. So they want you to, read the market before you jump anything. Okay, use safe methods. All right, don't jump into whatever. So the cards already warned you. Now, the final one, the Five of Pentacles, there is light coming in. Okay, there is light coming in, but for some reason, there might be past debts that might surface up. Okay, past debts might surface up. Not for everybody. Okay, not for everybody. There will be some, debts or some money loss again. Like I sense that this whole week of July, I already mentioned that your financial is going to be up, down, up, down, up, down. So just take care of your financial matters, okay? Tighten your belt. Don't spend unnecessarily. Watch out. If you want to invest on something, just, take a step back for the month of July. All right. Maybe you want to check again next month in your reading what it says. Okay. Just bite the bullet if you want to. Okay. Nothing is going to happen if you are, not going to take action. Nothing is going to happen. All right. Now, I'm also going to pull a surrender card for you. So let's see for the month of July what you might want to consider surrendering. Okay. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. This clearly indicates to me this card. Now, I see some of you, should I say most? Okay, maybe my angels want me to say most. Look like most of you are very buried with your work. Now, Capricorn, by nature, you are a very, workaholic. You like to work. You like to, what is the word I'm looking for? Oh my goodness. You like to, pull yourself at work. Everything is work for you. When there's any issues come, you just go and bury yourself with work. That's the word I'm looking for. Now, they want you to connect with the nature. So see whether you can have a work-life balance. So this is where this is coming in. See, when you have a work-life balance, you are able to see things clearly and get more information because you need information here and you need that for your work. So also you need to take some time and see what is needed because a Hierophant is all about learning as well. Using traditional method learning, not jumping the gun. So at that time, if possible, surrender yourself with the nature. Let's read what it's saying. Take a relaxing break. Now, remember earlier when I started, I said I am feeling I can't breathe. Okay, this person, whoever you are, this reading is especially for you. So Even I felt your energy. So they want you to take a break. All right. So let's read. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. Now, nature has all this, immediate oxygen that you need in your blood, okay, in your brains. You need oxygen to think clearly, right? You need fresh oxygen. So connect with yourself, with the divine, connect with yourself, with the nature. Um, Take a break. Okay, now I'm going to end the session by pulling a card from the guardian angel. Now, because remember, I said this month is all about thanking, the guides, the mentors, and the teachers. So they want to pull a card from them. The guardian angel has a message for you. Okay, so this card wants to come. Inspiration. That connects very well with this. So let's read what the guardian angel has for you. A wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. It is important that you trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were essentially at your scoffed or ridiculed. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest your realities from your life. So, when you're going to connect with the divine and connect with the beauty of the nature's world, you are able to see things clearly, and they're going to make your mind and your heart as light as possible so you can move on with this. Okay, one more last thing, they want me to say this to you. Take care of your financial, okay? Don't rush. Just take care of your investments. The rest are all is fine. So, my wonderful Capricorn friends, this is your reading, and I truly hope you have enjoyed it. Now, the summary of this reading I have posted at the end of this video, so please take some time to reflect on it. If this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below, as your insights might help others on their journey. So until the next reading, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Bye.